Good afternoon, people. I'm back. For a moment, you probably thought that you were going to get away from me. It's not going to be that easy. I want to talk to you about a subject that I like, which is poetry. And I want to take the opportunity to introduce you to a book that I wrote on poetry. It's called, in Spanish, Oleajes de Nostalgia y Poemas de Amor, which translated into English, which would equate to waves of nostalgia and poems of love. The book is divided into two sections. The first section covers the poetry that has to do from memories of a past, whatever that past happens to be, or wherever that past took place. It comes back to us into the present in the form of a wave of nostalgia, a memory of the past. And that's what this captures and conveys. And the section Poems of Love, I consider myself a romantic poet. I'm in love with life, with everything that life represents. This book has poetry in Spanish and English, poems that were written directly in English. I do not do translations. I write in both languages, English and Spanish. Now, why do I like poetry? Why do I love poetry? Two things, or two reasons. Number one, when you understand the essence behind a phrase or a sentence, where you can savor the words and capture the idea resonates in your mind, and it brings you to another level, another plateau, another level of vibration. And when you experience that, it stimulates your mind, and it gives you an element or a degree or a level of pleasure and satisfaction. But it is also true that you have to go through a lot of poetry. In my case, I read a lot of poetry, and I read one and I say, no, I don't like it. Nope, I don't like it. Nope, it doesn't say anything to me. However, once in a while, very rare, you run into a point that captures your attention and drives your imagination, and then you say, yeah, this is it. This is poetry. This is a work of art. In any event, enough about poetry. I also like technology. I love technology. I had the opportunity to learn the English language, and it opened a whole new window of opportunities, a whole new door of activity into learning about technology and learning the vocabulary and the language specific to that technology. I work as a project manager, and as a project manager, I'm exposed to a lot of information that I have to review very quickly to understand it and being able to manage it. In addition to that, before that, I have a very extensive background in technology, in drafting, designing, engineering, programming. And each one of those fields have its own set of terminology and its own vocabulary that comes together and contributes to increase knowledge and understanding of the language in those fields. But in any event, two things that you learn about me. I love poetry, I love technology. Have a good day. Thank you for your attention. And I want to hear from you, okay? I want to see what you have to say.